The movie begins with a shot of train tracks, immediately establishing the year as 1968. Paul had a Skyview restaurant built to surprise Iris. She's thrilled. A promotional photo of them with the restaurant's tower in the background is taken. They step inside the restaurant. The floor is glass, offering a dizzying view below, and a live kitchen is centrally located. People are celebrating. Iris playfully puts a rose in Paul's pocket, but a thorn pricks her finger, causing her to feel ill and vomit. The singer performing there realizes Iris is pregnant. When asked, Iris is happily surprised to learn this news herself. She notices the singer's son and feels an inexplicable connection to him. Paul leads Iris to the rooftop terrace and proposes marriage. Overjoyed, she accepts and shares her pregnancy news. Paul is ecstatic. Iris spots the singer's son, who mischievously throws a coin over the edge. Instead of falling to the ground, the coin is sucked into an AC unit's outdoor vent. As the party gets into full swing, the restaurant floor starts to shake. The coin spins wildly inside the AC duct, disrupting the airflow. Suddenly, the floor collapses. People plummet downwards. Paul grabs onto a piece of glass, hurting his hands, but ultimately can't hold on and falls to his death. Iris, however, remains on a stable part of the floor and survives. The coin, flung from the duct, hits a gas pipe, causing a leak. The live kitchen bursts into flames, killing the singer. Iris hides under a piano for safety. Desperate, Iris heads for the elevator, which is already packed. A man is crushed under the elevator as it begins to descend, damaging it and killing everyone inside. Back upstairs, half of the restaurant is tilting precariously. People are frantically trying to escape. A piano is the only thing supporting the unstable section. The coin, still spinning, strikes the piano, disrupting its balance and causing the section to collapse, killing those trapped inside. Iris sees the singer's son and grabs him, trying to save him, but the ground gives way beneath them. She tries to secure her ring on some metal rods, but her hand is injured, and the ring slips off. Iris and the child fall to their deaths. Suddenly, a girl screams, and we realize that everything we've just witnessed was a hallucination experienced by a girl named Stefani. She's in class, and her scream disrupts the lesson. When her professor asks about it, Stefani explains that she suffers from frequent, terrifying visions and nightmares. Her roommate suggests she talk to her family. Stefani goes home, greets her father and her close brother, and they visit their uncle, their mother's brother. They're very close to their cousins. During a happy gathering, Stefani asks her uncle about her grandmother, Iris, the woman from her visions. Her uncle reacts angrily, telling Stefani that her grandmother is dead to them. He claims she went mad, abandoned them, and lived in an island. He says that this affected her mother badly and the mother too left them too soon. Angered, her uncle leaves. However, her aunt secretly gives Stefani letters, Iris's address, and some of her belongings, including the photo of Iris and Paul in front of the Skyview restaurant. Stefani is shocked. The image, the restaurant, everything has been appearing in her visions. Determined, Stefani travels to the remote island where Iris lives. The house is dilapidated. Using the security camera, Stefani identifies herself, and Iris invites her inside. Iris is overjoyed to see Stefani. She asks about her mother, and Stefani explains that her mother left them when she was a child. Stefani reveals that she has been visualizing Iris and her grandpa at the Skyview restaurant as it collapses, everyone dying. She experiences this nightmare constantly. Iris tells her that she used to have the same visions. Because of those visions, she was able to save many people in that tower accident. She admits that she had taken the coin from the child's hand, setting off the chain of events. She knew the floor was going to collapse. That's why she alerted people via the microphone, allowing them to escape, saving many lives. Stefani is stunned, realizing that Iris had saved everyone's life that day by cheating death. Iris then explains that death continued to pursue those who were saved, playing a game with them, killing them and their children, even children born after the incident. If they had died in the collapse, those children wouldn't exist. As death took down each person, she realized what was happening. Death even took Paul through cancer. To escape death, she came to the island to hide. If she dies, then death will kill Stefani's mother, her brother, their children, and her brother. But as long as she is alive, nothing will happen to them. Stefani asks why she is now experiencing these visions. Iris responds, because now death is after us. Terrified, Stefani receives a book from Iris, detailing the survivors of the collapse and how they later died, along with ways to cheat death. Dismissing it as nonsense, Stefani leaves, promising to return. Iris, who has isolated herself for years, decides to face death to protect her family. She runs out and gives Stefani the book, telling her that death is coming for her, and she needs the book to survive. When Stefani still doesn't believe her, Iris says to watch her die. A chain reaction of gas leaks and malfunctions leads to a piece of debris stabbing Iris from behind, killing her. Stefani now starts to believe Iris's story. 2 days later, at Iris's funeral, Stefani's mother arrives. Stefani realizes that her mother could be the next victim. To save her, she begins reading the book Iris gave her. Inside, she finds the coin, the catalyst for the tower collapse, the thing Iris used to save the people. Understanding everything, Stefani tries to call her family to warn them, but no one answers. Meanwhile, Stefani's family is at a party. A series of strange events unfold. A glass breaks, and a shard falls into the ice. The ice containing the shard ends up in Stefani's uncle's drink, which he sets down. The glass falls, and a shard cuts his foot. As he falls, the vibration causes a tool to fall on a lawnmower, starting it up. It moves, crushing his face, killing him instantly. Everyone is horrified. Stefani explains to her family that death is hunting them. She tells how Iris saved the people from the tower collapse. Death targeted all those who survived. Death systematically killed them and their families. Now, only their family and the family of one other boy remain. Stefani explains that after Iris died, then her eldest son died. She explains that after her uncle dies, it's her daughter's turn. Stefani tells them that first Iris died, then her eldest son. In this way, after the death of her uncle, it is the turn of her daughter. And here, when my mom dies, then I will die. Everyone listened to Stefani, but no one believed her. Even her uncle's children, her cousins, got angry with her that she is making fun of her dad's death. There was only one person here who believed Stefani. She was Stefani's mom. But Stefani was not talking to her mom well. Here we are shown the eldest son of the uncle in his piercing shop. He finishes his work and closes his shop. As a tribute to his father, he gets a tattoo of his portrait on his hand. At that moment, he's wearing a nose piercing. The scene focuses on his nose ring, and suddenly a fan is switched on above him. A magnetic chain gets caught on his nose piercing. The fan's rotation causes the chain to spin, twisting the boy around. Kerosene is spilled below, and his lighter ignites it, starting a fire. He manages to break free from the chain but falls into the flames. The shop is engulfed in fire. As soon as Stefani learns about the fire, she decides to visit the shop the next morning. But he suddenly appears in front of her car, stopping them. Surprisingly, he's unharmed except for a minor arm injury. As they casually talk, a truck speeds by, shaking him but not hurting him. He says to Stefani, "See, I told you nothing would happen to me." Stefani feels that her warnings are useless. Instead of listening to his words, she focuses on the road, looking for potential dangers. A garbage truck approaches. Stefani warns him to stay away from it, but he goes over and hugs the truck. Nothing happens to him. The boy tells Stefani, "See, I told you that you are overthinking it." That boy's sister goes for a walk too. Then suddenly her foot hits a ball. Because of this, she goes inside the garbage basket, and the truck drivers quickly throws her in their truck. The three of them goes and try to stop that truck quickly. Without thinking of her own safety, Stefani climbs onto the truck to save her. But the garbage is being crushed inside, and the girl's body is torn to pieces in the machine. Only her hand remains in Stefani's grasp, and she dies. Everyone is devastated by her death. Stefani's brother tells her, "You were right." But Stefani doubts her own theories because she believes the boy should have died instead. Then their aunt reveals a shocking truth. The boy isn't actually Stefani's uncle's biological son. That's why he didn't die, but his sister, the uncle's eldest daughter, did. Stefani is stunned. Now everyone believes Stefani, and they're by her side. The girl's younger brother says to Stefani, "It means it's my turn now. I don't want to die. Will you help me?" Stefani replies, "I want to save you, but I don't know what's going to happen next." Her brother encourages her. "Look, you had already figured out what was going to happen. You will understand. Just observe your surroundings." Stefani remembers Iris mentioning a boy who survived the tower collapse and is still working at a hospital. He cheated death. He knows how to trick death. So, they decide to seek him out. When they arrive at the hospital and call out his name, JD, he's surprised. Only Iris called him that. They ask him, "How do you know Iris?" He says, "I was there when the tower incident happened. I was the singer's son." Stefani remembers her vision, and she also recognized him. JD tells them that Iris came to meet him years ago because she wanted to find a way to trick death for her husband Paul. But despite their efforts, they couldn't save him. Stefani asks, "Are there any other people who managed to escape death?" The man replies, "Yes, there are 2 people who cheated death, but not in the way you think. Death won initially, they died, but they were later revived by doctors or others, and after that, death didn't pursue them." Stefani pleads, "Please help us, you can help us with this." But the man refuses. "No, I also cheated death once, embracing it, but I still have to die. I am suffering from cancer, and everyone has to die one day. We can't run away from death." That is our final destination. Before that, we should enjoy our remaining moments. As the group feels despondent, one of them has an idea. They'll give his peanut-allergic brother peanuts to eat. He'll die from the allergy. But their plan is that as he is near death, they will revive him with an anti-allergy injection and medical care. This they would cheat death. But at the vending machine, it malfunctions. He is in a hurry and tries to get the peanuts manually, but the machine's screw loosens. They go into a room to hide. He tells his brother, "Wait here. I'll get the anti-allergy medicine." He closes the door behind him, inadvertently pressing some buttons. The MRI machine switches on too. After some time, the boy returns with an injector and a wheelchair. He asks him to eat the chocolate peanut. Before they can put their plan into action, the MRI activates. Its powerful magnetic field starts pulling all metallic objects towards it. Stefani's elder cousin, covered in piercings, and the wheelchair are pulled into the machine. He's dragged in and unable to save himself, and he immediately dies there. His younger brother, who has eaten the chocolate peanut, is in agony. To save himself, he sets up the medicine ready to inject, put it aside. Then, the spring shoots out from the vending machine that they'd opened manually. Bouncing off the walls, it hits the boy who ate the chocolate to trick death, the boy with anti-allergy medicine beside him. And in this way, he also died. It means death did not let him go. Everyone is in deep sorrow. Stefani tells her mom that now it's her turn. She thinks her mom should stay in the house where her grandmother, Iris, used to live. She also lived there for a long time. Stefani's mother agrees, and then we see the coin fall out of the book Stefani is holding. An old woman picks it up and puts it in her purse. Stefani rushes to her grandmother's house and urges her mom to go inside. Her mom is worried about her 2 children. So Stefani says, "Mom, as long as you're alive, nothing can happen to us." Stefani and her brother send their mom into the house. But we are shown there's a gas leak inside, and electrical sparks are flying. Although Stefani's mom smells it, she ignores it and goes inside. The gas leak and spark cause a huge explosion. Stefani's car falls into the water and she struggles. Inside, Stefani's mom is burned. Stefani's brother, standing outside, is knocked down. He sees a tower about to fall on him. Before it can hit him, his mom pushes him out of the way, saving him. The tower falls on her and she dies. The boy realizes that it's now Stefani's turn to die. To save her, he jumps into the water. When he saves her and pulls her out, he sees that Stefani has already died. He gives her CPR, bringing her back to life. She revives, and they are happy because Stefani accepted the death, but they made her alive again. A scene is shown after some time where their life has become normal. Now they can fool death. These 2 were happy that both of them were saved, but they were full of sorrow because of their mother's death and others. We see a scene later where their life has returned to normal. Today is Charlie's graduation, Stefani's younger brother. Everyone is getting ready to go. Excited, Stefani puts a rose in his pocket. A thorn pricks her finger and she bleeds, just like Iris did at the start of the movie. Seeing this, Stefani realizes that Death's game is starting again. The scene shifts. On the other side, we were shown the coin that Iris saved to fall that day. As the old lady opens her wallet, that coin slips out of her purse. While spinning, it falls on those train tracks, which were shown at the start of the movie. This coin stops in the middle of the railway junction, because of which the train track could have been damaged. The scene changes, and we see Stefani and her brother again, where their neighbor doctor came to them. He was a friend of Stefani's brother. He tells Stefani that your brother has told me about you. I am very impressed with you. You are very lucky that you are alive today. Stefani says, Yes! I am so lucky that I came back into life after death. The doctor says no. You did not come into life after being dead. If a person does not breathe for 5 minutes, he is considered dead. But you started breathing only after 2 minutes. This condition can be called unconsciousness and not death. Hearing this, Stefani and her brother, they are shocked. Stefani looks around, seeing danger everywhere. But their death was not like that. The train that went off the track, after derailing, it moved towards their houses. Train could not slow down its speed. To save themselves, Stefani and her brother both ran away. The train finally stopped, but they could not survive because some pieces of wood flew from behind the train and stabbed their bodies. Finally, both of them died. And with this Final Destination movie ended with a lesson that we cannot escape death, and everyone has to die one day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this explainer, give it a like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.